How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Watching the 3 and 4 letter networks have some of the dumbest segments about our Dallas Cowboys. So if you're DC for life and you're happy you don't have to endure that crap because I do it for you, drop a like on the video, share this content, and please subscribe to the channel. You heard that right, Cowboys Nation. This is by far the dumbest segment that I have ever witnessed from First Take. Who's the most disappointing team, the Dallas Mavericks or the Dallas Cowboys? One team is fighting for its life in the NBA Finals, and the other team couldn't make it out of the wild card round of the NFL playoffs, and y'all acting as if this is a legitimate question? Oh my God. Let's go ahead and get to the 3 clips that I got for y'all so we can get back and destroy this take in my Raw and Uncut, and believe me, you're gonna want to stick around for that. So let's go ahead and kick off the first clip I got for you, which is of Kimberly Martin. Take it away, Miss Martin.
When was the last time this team made a Super Bowl appearance? Honestly, I don't even know if Andraya was alive. Let's be very clear here.
When was it?
It just 95, 96.
I was 2.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, just because
You were 2. Wow.
I don't even want to touch it, but just because we're used to them falling short doesn't make it okay. Every year, Jerry Jones talks about, okay, I got to make it. The man is 80-something years old, and we have come to expect the Dallas Cowboys to fall short. And that just because we expect it we shouldn't allow that to happen. Dak Prescott is 2-5 in the playoffs, and this man is going to make $60-some million. Like that, again, it's not okay. And the fact that the Dallas Mavericks, right now, we're disappointed because we expect them not to get swept. We expect Luka and Kyrie to show up and to win games together. We expect Luka not to be on the bench when the game is on the line. But still, Steven, I'm surprised at you for everything you say about the Cowboys to let them off the hook here, because it is clear that they are more disappointing in a major, major way playing in the division that they play in as well.
Kimberly Martin, you talk about the expectation of the Dallas Mavericks, of Luka, of Kyrie, but you're saying that the Dallas Cowboys was more of a disappointment? Everything you said about the Dallas Mavericks makes it more of a disappointment than the Dallas Cowboys. Just because your expectation for the Cowboys weren't met. That's crazy to me. You talk about Jerry Jones wanting a Super Bowl, but you also report on Jerry Jones not making any moves during the offseason. You talk about Dak Prescott getting $60+ million, even though that's a number that you guys put in the air. Now it's $60+ million. I gotta ask you a question, Miss Martin. Which is more disappointing? Having your own take or being fed takes to be a contrarian? In the second clip that I got for you, Stephen A. Smith talks about his hopes for the Dallas Mavericks to pull it out and to win the NBA Finals, to put more pressure on the Dallas Cowboys. So let's go ahead and take a listen to the clip that I got for you and come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
The pressure with Dallas Mavericks being in the finals mounted. So if you're right about something with me on the Mavs, Andraya and Kimberly, here's what you missed. If the Dallas Mavericks had won, it would be even more pressure on the Cowboys, which really would have pleased me because we knew they would respond to it. You see what I'm saying? So the Dallas Mavs missed an opportunity to really, really have more pressure applied to the Dallas Cowboys. That's what I'm really salty about. That is what I'm really salty about.
Boy, I swear, the 3 and 4 letter networks put together anything to create a versus situation. Whether it's LeBron James versus Michael Jordan, now it's the Dallas Mavericks versus the Dallas Cowboys. Come on now. Two completely different sports, but they represent the same city, but they're in competition now? So in 2008 and 2012, was this a topic comparing the New York Giants, who won the Super Bowl in those respective years, compared to the New York Knicks? I'll talk about that more in my Raw and Uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. In the last clip that I got for you, Molly Qerim interrupts the conversation to ask Stephen A. the most obvious question I have ever heard coming from the First Take crew. So let's take a listen to what Molly had to say, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut. Take it away, Molly.
SA, if we're looking at these two playoff scenarios, how the Cowboys finish their season and potentially the Mavs now in the finals, on the verge potentially of getting swept, which team exceeded expectations in their postseason run?
Wow. I mean, for real, Cowboys Nation. Wow. That was the most intelligent and thoughtful question that I've ever heard from Molly Qerim. I hope you guys can actually hear the sarcasm in my voice, though. That question was truly a waste of time, but the entire segment was a waste of time. It was also a waste of brain cells, but y'all ready for my Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. I'll keep it a buck with you, Cowboys Nation. I feel this segment was put together for the simple fact to say that 3 women are correct and the solo man on the set was wrong. Especially after the issue with Monica McNutt and Stephen A. Smith, the whole controversy about how the WNBA is covered by First Take, or lack thereof. Now we have a panel with Kimberly Martin, Molly Qerim, and Andraya Cater all having the same takes while Stephen A. is the contrarian. I sometimes question if the NFL is scripted for drama. I now know that First Take is becoming a drama-filled thing because drama sells. Kimberly Martin changes her stance yet again on the Dallas Cowboys. On one segment, she's pro-Dallas Cowboys on Get Up. The next segment, she's anti-Cowboys on First Take. I hate doing this because it brings other teams to light, but wasn't she a beat writer for the Buffalo News? That means she covered the Buffalo Bills with a top 5 quarterback in Josh Allen and a Hall of Fame quarterback in Jim Kelly. Kimberly, which franchise has been the most disappointing? One team has 5 Super Bowls, while the other has 0. The expectation that Bills Mafia and the media have set for Josh Allen in this iteration of the Bills, but the Dallas Cowboys are the disappointment? Wouldn't you show disappointment in a franchise who has yet to win a Super Bowl? It makes more money to attack the most profitable franchise in sports, and fans are starting to realize this with ESPN. Also, why is this even a segment to talk about? They didn't bring this type of segment up when the New York Giants won 2 Super Bowls, but the New York Knicks didn't come close to the NBA Finals. As a matter of fact, the New York Knicks didn't even make it to the playoffs in 2008. 2012, the New York Knicks got bumped out of the playoffs in the conference semifinals. That's the equivalent to the divisional round for the NFL playoffs, losing the series 2-4. We didn't see the comparison then. They didn't bring up the comparisons with the Miami Heat when they won the NBA Finals, but the Miami Dolphins couldn't even win a playoff game. It's about the Dallas Cowboys and the 3 and 4 letter network's disdain for the silver and blue. It's because the Dallas Cowboys segments are what keeps the lights on over at ESPN. There are more Dallas Cowboys haters in the NFL fan landscape as opposed to fans of the Dallas Cowboys, so they're gonna pander to the bigger demographic. Y'all notice I didn't even clip anything that Andraya Cater had to say because she confused the Boston Celtics with the Dallas Mavericks right off the bat. So her opinion is kind of moot to me at this point. Then you got Molly Qerim, who interrupts this entire segment to ask the most obvious question that I have heard in a while. The most obvious question someone could ask: who underperformed, the Dallas Mavericks or the Dallas Cowboys? Duh, come on now. One is currently in the finals of their respective sport, and the other got eliminated in the first round. Did you ask that question to say, see, the ladies are right on this topic, Stephen A., and you are wrong? Then she says that Dak got beat by Jordan Love. First of all, I see where some Dak haters get the notion that it's Jordan Love versus Dak Prescott when it's actually the Green Bay Packers versus the Dallas Cowboys. She then spoke about Jordan Love as if he's nothing, as if he's a bum, as if we ran into Daniel Jones or Gardner Minshew or something. Jordan Love played one hell of a season last year. Aaron Jones had a hell of a game in that wildcard game against the Cowboys, but it's Jordan Love versus Dak Prescott, right? This type of shit makes it look as if the Green Bay Packers sucked last year. They make it sound as if the Packers were a sure win for the Dallas Cowboys. If Stephen A. didn't get the expectations of the Dallas Cowboys winning that game, he wouldn't have went on his social media and celebrated. He wouldn't have went on First Take the next day to do his little victory dance with that stupid ass hat that he has on. Everyone at ESPN was taken by surprise when the Dallas Cowboys lost. Cowboys Nation was taken by surprise by that loss. With the team that we had, though, and the pieces that we were missing, I was happy that we got a chance to do anything in the playoffs as opposed to having us in the NFC Championship already. So, did the Dallas Cowboys really disappoint? Or were you disappointed because your expectations weren't met? That's the question. Cowboys Nation, the ladies of the Angry Cowboys fan family, I am all about inclusivity when it comes to commentating the sport that we love so much. I feel that women have a place in this sport, and I'm glad to see more women are joining the crews over at ESPN and FS1. But have your own damn opinions, have your own mind. Give a take on one show and stick with that take. Kimberly Martin has flip-flopped on the Dallas Cowboys so much, it makes me feel as if she gets her roles before the cameras start rolling. Like the executives, Stephen A., tell her that she's going to be anti-Cowboys during this episode, and he is going to be pro-Cowboys. This is why traditional media is starting to become an endangered form of media. This is why new media is taking over. This is why Stephen A. Smith's ESPN Plus exclusive Up for Debate is a thing. People are tired of the same old thing from these networks. Even though you had a lot of people trashing the Dallas Cowboys in the comment section of that video, you also had people that were fed up with Dallas Cowboys being mentioned yet again. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan. What did you think about what the crew of First Take had to say? Do you see these analysts being cast in a role like I do? Let's have an adult conversation in the comment section. If you're digging the content and you want to get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share this content with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and only watch new media, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I go live, release a video, or a podcast episode. Cowboys Nation, if traditional media would stick to unbiased analysis, if they would just stick to the sports, the X's and O's, I wouldn't have a problem with them and I'd be able to watch them. But because they do that, this is why you have the new media. This has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out.